Hello everyone. I, Ms. Bhavana Danesh Munod, welcome you all in Agricultural Development Trust, Shardabai Pawar, Mahila Arts, Commerce and Science College, Sharda Nagar, Baramati. Good day, dear students. Last period we studied about wealth definition by Professor Adam Smith and welfare definition by Dr. Alfred Marshall. Now we come to our next point in this chapter, that is scarcity definition by Professor Lionel Robbins. So according to Professor Lionel Robbins, children, economics is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce, means which we have alternative uses. So Professor Lionel Robbins has told scarcity definition of economics in the year 1932, children, and they showed us the relation that economics is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between end and scarce, means which will have alternative uses. So Professor emphasized on choice under scarcity. Means children, now for example, as I told you regarding if I want to purchase a pen, I want that company pen only. I went and visited 10 shops, but that particular company's product was not available. That is, for example, pen. So what I had, now scarcity was there, so I changed my choice. Then I made an option for another pen. So here Professor Lionel Robbins is telling us that you have choice under scarcity. Means you have to choose if scarcity of a particular commodity or product is there, children. So in his own words, economics is concerned with that aspect of behavior which arises from the scarcity of means to achieve given ends. So here is children Professor Lionel Robbins in the year 1898-1984. He wrote an essay on nature and significance of economic science in the year 1932. That is his book's name. That is Scarcity, Unlimited Wants. So on essay and on nature and significance. And according to Professor Lionel Robbins' definition, scarcity is what? It is a science that studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce, which will have alternative uses, children. So we studied scarcity definition, we studied wealth definition of economics, we studied welfare definition of economics, children. So there are various definitions. So economics is related to what? Production, consumption, distribution of goods and services and exchange. This is all economics is related to. So Professor Adam Smith has told about wealth definition. We'll repeat that again, that economics is an inquiry into factors that determine wealth and country on its growth. This is by Professor Adam Smith, welfare's definition. Then we have welfare definition by Dr. Alfred Marshall, children, that economics is a study of mankind in the ordinary business, as well as it examines that part of individual and social action which is most intimately connected with the attainment and of material requests by Alfred Marshall. Then we have scarcity definition, that economics is a science by Professor Lionel Robbins, which studies about human behavior and relationship between end and scarcity. And we have last definition of economics by growth oriented definition by Professor Samuelson, children, that economics is a study of how much and society choose. So how mass and society choose means public will choose. Mass and society means who? Public. So how much the public will choose with or without the use of money to enjoy science productive resources which will have alternative uses to produce various commodities over time and distribute from the consumption now and in the future among various people as well as groups of society. So this is by Professor Samuelson. There are also types of economics, children. Just for your basic knowledge, we will see types of economics. That is, first one is household economics. Now household economics is related to household chores, whatever household your requirement is there. So most common thing regarding household chores, whatever principles you apply for your family, whatever you take for your family, say simple example, you purchase groceries, you purchase stationery material, you purchase gifts for your family members, that all come under household economics. Then the second one is business economics. So when a person or group of person begins to work, they come under the system of business economics in their workplace. So in this time you deal with the tent, salary, rent, profits and others. In business, so we deal with salary and all about business economics. National economics is there, that means related to the nation. National economics. So national economic deals with the economic factors of problems of income, expenditure, wealth and resources of nation children. And then we have last international economics, dealing with the business of one country with other country, whatever the activities are included, like we have trade, we have tourism, we have exchange rates. So these are all types of economics. What are they? National, international, business and household economics. So definitions, there are 4 types of definitions. That is wealth definition by Professor Adam Smith, scarcity definition by Professor Lionel Robbins, welfare definition by Alfred Marshall, and then we have growth oriented definition by Professor Samuelson Children. We also have seen regarding types of economics. Now come to what is classical and neoclassical economics, children. Now we have come to this word, that is classical economist and neoclassical economist. We know this. Somewhere the authors, or say Professor Alfred Marshall or this particular people, are called as neoclassical economics. Why? What is the reason? So classical economics means it will not study in individual way, means it will not take about particular product or particular commodity, children. And neoclassical theory means it will take particular things individually. Whatever study will be there under this neoclassical theory, it will be done individually. So classical economists are there and neoclassical economists are there. Now classical economics is what? The predominant school of mainstream economics, which ends with the marginalist revolution and the rise of neoclassical economists in the late 1800s. So famous economists of this school of thought included, see under classical economist who is coming, Professor Adam Smith, David Ricardo, Thomas Malthus, John Stuart Mill. While Adam Smith should be regarded as the originator and the leader of the school, David Ricardo is regarded with the establishing the forms and methods of school. So these are famous classical economists. You can see Adam Smith, Professor Jean-Baptiste Say, David Ricardo, Thomas Robert Malthus, children, and John Stuart Mill. See, over here have, we'll see one by one. This is Professor Adam Smith on the one that is coming under regarding famous classical economists, children. Then we have next one, that is Jean-Baptiste Say, Professor David Ricardo, children. Then we have Thomas Malthus and we have John Stuart Mill. So these are our famous classical economists. So what is the difference between classical and neoclassical theory, children? That classical theory will include the factors and supply of goods, and neoclassical theory we have alternative solution for this. So they will emphasize on what is there. Classical theory will emphasize on what is there and how to use it. Whatever it is there available with you, according to that you utilize it. Neoclassical theory will tell us, give an option for that, give another choice. So classical theory is paid comparatively little attention to choices of individual. Neoclassical is aggregate and product of individuals. So classical economists, children, have made consistent efforts to explain the rise of the capitalist mode of production in terms of historical analysis, and neoclassical theory is also expressed in mathematical models which exclude the concept of history. So marginalist Hall of Fame, see we have one this thing, that is there are various economists over here, and neoclassical economists have made a study what is related supply, law of demand, market equilibrium, law of DMU, diminishing marginal utility, price, the relationship of quantity of a commodity and price has been studied by neoclassical economists, and that we are going to study in 12th standard chapter, children, regarding law of demand and law of supply. So this is a little bit basic knowledge about classical and neoclassical economics, children. Now we come to our next point in this chapter, that is basic concepts of microeconomics. Now as I told you, microeconomics what studying the things individually in an individual way. So what are the basic concepts that we have to study individually? The first one is want, children. Now very difficult to define a want in few words. Want means what? Your requirement, your need. Whatever you require, that is need, your want. So the want denotes a feeling of lack of satisfaction. This feeling enables the individual to satisfy his want. See, want itself tells, if we tell that if we don't require anything, if we are satisfied, we will not again ask, children. But the thing is over here, the want tells us that we have lack of something, lack of satisfaction. We are not satisfied, so we are wanting more and more. Now for example, see, I am having 4 laddus already in my plate. But I liked so much laddus, even eating 4, I am asking for 5th one extra. I am expecting that 6th one also will come. Laddus, I am telling about a simple example. So what is this? This is my want. I am not satisfied with whatever I have in my plate. I want more and more extra. So this is an human need. So this feeling enables the individual to satisfy his want. So human wants have grown in number for 2 basic reasons. That is desire for better living due to inventions and innovations and rise in population. So see, human wants, they have told that it is always demanding. So it comes in 2 things, either for basic reasons you are demanding, or you are demanding for luxurious lifestyle. That means you want to improve your standard of living. That's why also want increases. So rise in population is there, invention and innovations are there. You can see over here the picture of a baby boy. Can you see over here? What it tells us, that the baby boy is having toys and is playing with toys. But still, if we bring a new toy, children, a small child will always be happy. He will ask, he will want for that toy. Their needs, their wants are demanding, the small children. So your want, they have told, it is never satisfied. Now characteristics of wants we will study one by one. The first one is what? Wants are unlimited. Now unlimited means what? Wants not only arise again and again, but they are also unending. If one want gets satisfied, another arises. So wants go on multiplying in number. See how much you bring toys for children, a small child. You are yourself experience this. You bring a new toy, immediately he will throw away the old toys and he will have an desire or want for the new toy. That is a small child behavior, human behavior, psychology. So wants are unlimited, that means our needs cannot be satisfied. We will want, we will require more and more. Then the second one is wants are recurring in nature. Now what is this? Wants are recurring in nature means several human wants or desires or demand will be occurring again and again according to the occasion, according to the nature. So the first characteristic of want is what? Wants are unlimited. And the second one is wants are recurring in nature. Now we'll come to the third one. What is the third characteristics? That wants differ with age. So yes, according to the age the demand will increase, or according to age the need or things will be satisfied also. So want will be differing from age, like a 20-year-old person, children, say will have more demand or more need, say of money or salary. See what I am telling, age, how it matters. So at 20, 25, the people will expect of this age that my salary should have an hike, increase. And the people who are at the age of 50, 55, 60, they will tell when my retirement can come and what will buy my pension. So according to the age, the wants are different. It will not be same. Then the next one is wants differ with gender. Yes, wants differ with gender. Men and women have different choices. Men and women will purchase differently, so it will differ. Wants will differ with gender, that is male and female requirement and need will be different. Then wants differ due to differences, or say preferences also, means want will be different according to the people's choice. Wow, depends upon an individual habits, taste, preferences matter a lot while deciding this wants of the people. So wants will be different for choices. Then wants will differ with season. According to season also, the changing seasons will be changing the wants. Like summer season we will have or will require cotton clothes, rainy season will require umbrella, raincoats more, winter season we will require more warm clothes. So according to the season, the wants will be changing. That means summer season we will demand for woolen, no. Summer season we will demand for cotton clothes. Winter season we will demand for woolen clothes. Rainy season we will demand for raincoats, umbrella. So wants will be different with season, children. Then the last characteristics of want is want will be different due to culture. Means according to tradition, customs, according to each individual's festival, they will purchase the things. Say suppose children, someone will celebrate Diwali, someone will celebrate Christmas, someone will celebrate Holi. So all the festivals will be different, and according to their festival they will have a want. So want will be different due to culture. So want, we all know that want cannot be defined exactly. Want is always changing according to the people behavior, children. Then want, it is a lack of satisfaction. When lack of satisfaction is there, we demand for things. Then the characteristics of want are what? Wants are unlimited. Yes, our demand will not be satisfied. Everywhere we demand more and more something again. Then wants are recurring in nature. Wants will differ at age. There will be differences. There will be differences between gender. Wants will be differ due to preferences, as well as season wise also wants will be different, children, and according to the culture also wants will be different. So these are characteristics of wants. Now classification of wants, children, we will study. So we studied about wants, we studied about the characteristics. Now we come to our next point in the chapter, children, that is classification of wants. Now in classification, the first classification is economic and non-economic activity, children. So economic activity means what? Economic wants are those which have monetary transaction involved. Now an individual has to pay the price for them, example food, medicines. So that is what? An economic activity. And non-economic activity means the wants which are those which can be satisfied without making monetary payment for them. Example air, sunshine, etc. So very nice example they have given, children. Economic activity means what? In return you are giving money or you are getting money, that is your economic activity. And non-economic activity, under that comes what? Free of cost. We are getting sun, air, pure air. We are getting sunlight through nature, that is sunlight. Then nature we are getting free of cost oxygen. So this is a non-economic activity where you have to be alert, where you have to be satisfied, and then you can switch off to your different things, that is non-economic activity. Example air, sunshine, etc. So economic and non-economics, the first classification of wants. Then we come to the next one, that is individual wants and collective wants, children. Now what is individual wants and collective wants? Individual wants, that is personal or individual wants, refer to those wants which are satisfied at the individual level. That is doctor using a stethoscope, a judge wearing his coat. And collective wants are social wants, where there is collective satisfaction of wants traveling by train. So individual want and collective wants are different, children. Individual wants means what? Your individual thing, what you spend on yourself. So a doctor using a stethoscope or judge wearing a coat, these are the individual wants. And collective wants means what? There is collective satisfaction wants, example traveling by train. So collective wants, individual wants, economic activity and non-economic activity, these are coming under classification of wants. Then the third one is children, necessities, comforts and luxuries. Now necessities. Necessities means necessary goods, comforts and luxurious goods. So necessities, we have basic needs, that is food, clothing, shelter, health and education. And comfort means which make our life comfortable. Example, washing machine, mixture, pressure cooker, etc. So the luxuries are those wants which are meant for pleasure and enjoyment. Example, AC car, well furnished house, etc. These are coming under luxurious department. So we have necessities, comforts and luxuries children. We have economic and non-economic activity. We studied about individual want and collective want. These are coming under classification of wants. That is classified into economic and non-economic activity, individual wants and collective wants, and the third one is necessities, comforts and luxuries. So necessities means what? Basic things you require and you go to the market and purchase. Comfort means your standard of living has been improved. So you will have a washing machine, mixer, pressure cooker, etc. And luxurious things which will make your life more easy. So that is called as luxurious things. We have example AC car, well furnished house, etc. So for this period we have studied children what is want, characteristics of want and classification of wants. Next period will study another point. Till then, bye and thank you.